Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do part 2 of the little challenge I'm taking from Sammy's Coloring Checklist Challenge 2. I have to read it because if I don't, I'll get it wrong. So we're doing a page in this book here. And if I get some stuff off my desk here, I can open it up and we can see what I'm doing. Now in the challenge, which I have in the description box if you want to check it out, is the challenge 2. She did a challenge last year and this one is this year's challenge, and it goes from April to April of next year. And you can work on the list any way you wish to. Do some, do a lot, do a few, do whatever. And what I did was I went through and checked off the things that this little page is doing. So it took the artist that begins with the letter K. It took the bumblebee because I made him a bumblebee. I only crossed it out to the flower part because it says blooms only, but since it's my list the way I wanted to follow it, I'm doing one page with flowers on it. The page is color a page by a male artist, and yes, he is. So those got checked out. I'm also checking off spring because I'm doing it in spring colors, and I'm also coloring it in spring. And color a page using mostly distress inks, and I covered him all up in distress inks to begin with. So in part 1 I covered all that stuff. In part 2 here we're going to be doing the flowers, his wings, maybe finishing him up because I have not finished him. I don't have his little feet, his antennas, or his foliage that's coming out of him finished. So I am doing him in polys in very limited kind of palette. He's a bee. Doesn't have very many colors. So we have 2 yellows. You can do this in, yeah, that's the black I needed. It's just a baby black. Any color pencil you want. It's just a yellow and a yellow orange, kind of just a hint darker than the yellow, and then sanguine, which is also found in color pencil sets under the name of pumpkin, or you can tell it's kind of a pumpkin-y orange. Then I have a bright green, which could be spring green, May green, grass green, whatever color is in your set. Then a darker kind of olivey green and an earth green. So just pick a light green, a medium, and a dark. Doesn't matter. They don't have to be exactly like this if you're following along. Oh, and then black because he's a bumblebee. I did bring in a Prisma black just to touch up some places that are black, black, black. And we use the inks to begin with in scattered straw, brushed corduroy, black soot, and peeled paint for the green leaves. Alright, now, I'm not happy about his little eye here, so I'm going to change it a little bit. So I'm going to bring in the Prisma black, because we already have the poly black on here, and I want to make it darker in some areas. So I'm going to take out this line here, darken it up, and make it part of his fluffiness down here. So I'm just taking it and getting rid of that line there, and bring his eye up into this area here. Okay, and darken it under here. Then we'll take the little eraser. Oh, well, it's really little. I need to put a new eraser piece in there because that's too small. Get out. So while I'm doing that, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. We are going to have one warm week coming up. We're going to get into the 80s. Ugh. I mean, I know I have air conditioning and all, but I didn't really want to turn it on in April. going to take this and we're going to erase this little line right here. Okay, so I made kind of a little bridge right here. Not that I want him to be a cute bee or anything, but I want him to be a cute bee. So I'm going to take that out and then add some of the sanguine and a little of the yellow down here. Okay, and that just kind of gives him a cuter eyeball for fun. Darken the area on the outside here, darken it here, and bring that up a little further. Darken these so it looks like it was there to begin with. There we go. Cute little bee. All right. Yeah, we can either do all the green or we can do the pansies. I think I want to do the pansies. Pansies are interesting little flowers. We used to call them lion flowers when I was growing up. We'll take this one here. What it does is it has a little bit of black that comes down, and it's kind of like a little heart shape down here. And connects in the middle. Okay, I'm just using the Prisma because I have it in my hand. Then it has these little eyes that come out on both sides. And then it has a really bright yellow. I need a point on this. Cleaned up my desk yesterday and forgot where I put everything. There we go. Bright yellow center for the nose. And then it kind of comes down across here, and then there's a little bit of white that comes up here. And we also want to bring a little of that yellow down and around his little mouth and out from his eyes. Okay, then we just pick a color we want it. You can do lavender, yellow, brown, kind of bronzy colors. Sorry about that. I had to drop some books on the floor. I hope that wasn't too loud. I will try to mute that out. Purples, mauve colors, bright yellows. They come in everything. So this little guy is right up front. I think I'm going to do him in purples. If I can find some nice purples. Oh, we'll get some lavenders out too because we like those. Just pull out a bunch of colors here. We'll see which ones we use. And then I'll leave them in the description box. So I've got a dark one. It's called mauve and blue violet. We'll see what we come up with here. So you want to bring in some of that color into the yellow, but leaving the yellow there. And then this color, which if you're going with the lion, this is his mane. And I think this petal here is his too. Okay. Going in with the blue violet. Want to curl that leaf around, so leave a little lightness in there. Pull it down from the top. Curve your pencil line down. Leave some light up there. We're going to add some white in here just to give it a little highlight on there. Okay, looks kind of funny right now, but he will look a little bit better in a minute. Okay, what is this one? Violet. Bring that out into that white area. Okay, we're going to get a little Prisma white. We're going to go along the edge here and pull some of that in. We're going to leave these areas white and the white coming around here. And we're also going to use a little Posca to go around the edges. But I want to get him a little darker in the purple area. So we're going to go back in with our darker color. Give a nice shadow in this one. And in this one. Now I need a bit darker color, so I'm going to bring in a little blue. And we're going to throw a little blue in here. This is Death Blue. Okay, then we're brighten up that yellow again. Just bring it out. And then the black, wherever I put it. And that's pretty close. Move that over a little bit. I think we'll bring in a little bit of light magenta in here too. What is this one? Magenta violet. Let's see what that does. Okay, then we're going to be taking, I don't know if this is the right Posca to take. I'm going to shake two at the same time. Oh, I'm talented. I'm sorry. I have to, one of these is good and one of them isn't. And I have to get a piece of paper and find out which one is what. I saved one because it's got a like squashed edge on it, and it's really good to put details in a picture, and one that's really sharp. And one that's really dry, it looks like. Okay, that's sharp point. And that's my mushy point. Okay. We're going to use the sharp point. Let's see what we do here. We're going to go around the edges. And pull some of that in there. Let it dry just a teeny bit, and then you pull it in. Go around the edge again. You want to get rid of that line, it's the only thing, and you want some of that white to come down into your flower. So you do this after you get all the other flowers done, so you're not going over these lines, but I wanted to show you what it would look like. Okay, same thing up in here. And on this side, so you're going to do that on all the petals. I'm going to wait to do that until I get the other flowers done. You can bring it right into the black. If you don't like it there, just go back over it. Won't take any it out, especially after it dries. Darken up one side of it, and it accents it just a little bit more. And get it to look like a little flower. Anyway, that's how we're going to do them. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then we get into something a little different over here, and these little guys up here. So We're going to color this little guy. We're going to do him in shades of the, whatever these are. What are these? We have the light magenta. We should have a dark magenta in here, or plain magenta. We'll do it in these two, the pink and the manganese violet. So we'll put the pink down first, all over the petal. And this petal, I think there are two of these. I think that's a bud. If it isn't, it is now. There we go, just a little bit of the pink. Then we'll go in with the violet. I really have no idea what these are, so I'm just gonna shade them in. So darker in the center and shade it up one side. Center. Oops, sorry. Then we'll bring white. And we have some purple flowers. We'll put a little yellow in the middle of those also. That one doesn't get any because it doesn't have one yet. Okay. Let's see. We haven't finished any of those leaves up there yet. We have the three colors. This was put down with the base color of the shabby, or the peeled paint. And then we added in a light green and a earth green yellowish. So I'm just kind of going up this one side and darkening it, and then bringing some up on the other side. Yep. Can't see what that thing is. And we'll do this one we didn't get any ink on or any color on. And this is a petal over here. Still not sure what that is. And one down over here. It almost looks like half of a butterfly, but it's probably a mushroom like those. We have these tiny little green things that come up here. So put a tiny little green in them. And over here. Any other funny little green things? This is a leaf here. And a leaf here. Tiny little leaf here. It's a mushroom. We have leaves over here. And then these guys. Mushrooms, leaves, little leaves. Okay, and then we have big leaves down here. I just want to get these other little leaves done. This is a light green. Okay. Yep, gonna have lines, so I gotta erase that a little bit. Anywhere I went out of the lines there. Okay, we'll do one of these leaves down here too. Kind of use where they have given you these shadow areas to put in your shading. Comes out to the kind of bent part of the leaf. So we're going to darken that part, bring that in, kind of round it up. And then we'll bring in earth green, pull that color in. The light green, a little bit of the white. And go back in with the darker green that I need to sharpen. And we're going to grab a deeper color still. Let's see. Chrome green opaque. And I'm going to sharpen it. Just put it in the darkest areas here. Bring it on the outside of the leaf. Okay. Gonna have to double check that and make sure you saw me coloring the leaf or I was out of focus. Just gonna go over that little white line a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in a little tiny bit of brown. So what do we have? A little burnt umber here. Okay, that's how we're going to do all the little leaves out here. I mean, there's different angles, but those are the colors. Down just a little less big there. So I'll do this one. You know, they're a lot easier to do when you're doing the second one, not the first one. Okay, let's see. This little flower is different from those and these. What are they called? Frises or something. They are kind of a lighter color in the center. Find them in a lot of flower bouquets. These are all pansies though. If they're not, they're going to be made pansies because I'm going to have fun with those. Let's see, we'll bring this color down here. So we'll use the two pinks. So we'll put the pink in over here. Try to find all its petals. Don't know if that's a petal or a leaf. Make it a petal. That's part of a leaf. Okay, then we'll bring down, turn the pencil over, the purple. It's not really purple, but you know, it's the manganese violet. Something like that. Bring in a little more of the light pinky color. Go right over that yellow. And we'll throw in a little tiny bit of white. Just to help highlight those little ridges I'm trying to put in there. Okay. Back in with the violet. That's close. Okay. The only other thing I need to do is his legs and his antennas. So let's get working on these little guys. We put some of the sanguine in here. Or if you're using another brand, pumpkin. Pretty sure Prisma has this in pumpkin. Is that it for feet? Where's his other foot? I think he's got a foot here. Okay, then we're going to bring in, don't really want to do them in black. Brought out a brown earlier. What is this one? It's the burnt umber. Throw some of that in here too. And a little bit in these mushroom pieces. And I'm really not sure what all that is. So if it's greenery, I'm just going to color it in dark green. Do we have any other mushrooms? This little guy up here. Okay. Other colors for mushrooms. Let's see, bring in a little red violet. Hold on a second. Okay, phone call. Mushrooms. Yes. We're bringing in a red, but it's a red violet, so it should go along with all the violets we put in the flowers. Keep thinking there's a mushroom over there. And if we want, we could always bring in some of that into this one, just so it's an illusion of it being there. Maybe it's more yellow in this one, down here. Okay. Throw a little of the sanguine in the center here. There. Okay. Anyway, I was in with the violet, and I'm trying to find the mushrooms. Just there. This little guy here. Anywhere else? No. Okay. So we're going to bring in the dark cadmium yellow. Cap off our mushrooms here. Then we're going to bring in just a little bit of caput mortem. Okay. Gonna have to Lighten those up a little bit, those little circly things here and there. We may put those in with like a Posca or something. Because I like when he went to the flowers, he picked up a bunch of pollen on his little feet and his fur. So that'll be cool. I have to do his wings. I want to do these off camera. I don't want to do a whole bunch of these on camera, and I'll finish up the leaves and then we'll come back and we'll do the wings. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back and I've got the flowers done, outlined in the white. I just kind of did a soft palette here with the purples and kind of did this one in yellow with purple, just a purple, and then this violet one. Kind of want the bee to stand out. And I'm going to do the background. Now, if you've seen Sammy's picture, which is kind of what I'm basing mine off of, trying to get the follow a tutorial checked off, but she didn't do one, so I just kind of look at her picture and, well, she did a really cute background of a honeycomb. I don't have a stencil with a honeycomb on it, but I do have a stencil that kind of mimics one, if that makes sense. It's going to do the outline, it doesn't do the inside. So I thought I would put some of this around my little bee. In another thing I could check off, blending inks. So I was going to get out some, let's say, honey colors, or attempt to do some honey colors. Don't know if that one would be a good one or this one. I don't know. We're going to work with these inks and we're going to see what we can come up with to make this kind of a honey background. I got to double check it to make sure it doesn't have, I haven't used these in ages, any blue ink on it, because I don't want blue on here. I want golden colors. I don't know if that's paint or if that's, you know, something else. It doesn't look like it's going to come off, so. All right, we'll just use this portion over here. And we're just going to lay it there. Right about there. Yeah, we'll make up our mind sooner or later. Here, and I'm going to do myself a favor. I'm going to tap it down with some, I got a sticky note here, just because I want it not to move too much while I'm using it. Yeah, I also want it to go into the wings, and before I color the wings, I want the background there. So that's another reason we're doing this. Okay, why don't we use one of these puffier balls of ink. I got this from scrapbook.com. It's one of their inking tools that's round. Tim Holtz has come out with one of these. I just haven't picked them up yet. I'd like to try them. These are kind of hard, but I thought they would go through the stencil a little better. So starting off with scattered straw. And we're just going to ink this up so we give a nice pile of ink on there. And then we'll kind of give it a twist motion and lay it down. Hopefully it'll get in there. I'm not used to doing it with this. Okay. And in the wings, we want it over here. And I'm going to lift it and see if it's even coming through. Okay, it is. Okay, so on top of that, we are going to mix a little bit of, I'm not sure which one I want. Blank piece of paper, where did you go? Okay, we have Yeah, that'll work. Spiced marmalade. And we're just going to go in some of those areas. It'll pick up the ink that's on the stencil, and it should blend it right through there. Now, on top of that, we are going to use a little bit of Rusty Hinge. So if I get a little bit of the scattered straw, those are the colors we're going after. So we take a little bit of the Rusty Hinge, and we're going to put a little in there. This will also pick up some of that ink that's on there. And that should be a nice little blend of colors. Shall we see? Cool. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. If we have it there, we should bring it down here. So just gonna kind of take it off the page, try to get it straight-ish, and do the same thing. So we're going to start with the scattered straw. I'm going to go ahead and let this run off the page. Okay. The spiced marmalade. And then the hinge, Rusty Hinge. And we'll lift that up. Awesome. I think he needs a little over here. So we're just going to stick a little here. Scattered straw. We'll just go in with the Rusty Hinge since it's open. Yep, I lifted it up. There we go. Make a little up there. I'm having fun. Okay, boom. Just a little bit into the wings, and we'll use the lighter color there. And just pull that up. There we go. So, thank you, Sammy, for the inspiration there. That looks kind of fun. I haven't used stencils in a long time. Making sure that I'm putting the lids back on the right ink boxes. And stick those over there. So now we can get on with the wings, because they are transparent and I wanted that in the background. And hey, it looks kind of cool. Okay, wings, transparent. What color should we do them? We can bring up the purples and the yellows. And purple is a blue family, so we could bring in a blue. Let's see. Okay, this is ultramarine, light ultramarine. It's printed double on this pencil, so it's really hard to tell. It's number 140, and we're going to use that for some color here. I'm going to turn the book a little bit. Now we have the black in here from the bee. We have some green in here. We've got our honeycomb in the background. We're going to take this little color here. We're just going to lightly put it in here on top of those colors. Very lightly, because we want all those to show up. Can do it darker in the shadows. Can we have this wing that comes out too, and we want to put a little color in that. Okay, the one that comes up here. Just using the side of the pencil and trying to keep it as light as I can, but putting color on there. A little darker in the shadowed areas. I mean, they gave you nice lines here. Might as well use them up. Okay. Now we want to bring in a real light purple or pink from down in here too. So we'll grab the light magenta. Again, very lightly, we're going to put it in here, just in some areas. Blue is going to be our main color. Okay, oh, I forgot to put that in this one. Then, let's see, we'll bring a tiny bit of the yellow up there. Highlight some areas. And they would be covered in a little pollen too. Okay, then we're going to go in with a dark brown here, or maybe, yeah, we'll start with the dark brown. And we're just going to go kind of up where the, I don't even know what you call these. part of the wing that does it separated. And we're going to darken those up. They have a little yellow in them, so try to keep a little of that showing. And the butterfly, I would color these black, but I don't think they stand out that much on a bee. I'm going to just kind of bring another one over here. It's not there, but we're going to put it there. I don't know, something like that. Maybe not that shape. We're going to mimic this shape over here. I got green all over that, so let's flip that around and get it nice and clean. Okay, so we're just going to take that bit out and mimic this one here. So this one comes down like that, and then we have a little bit of a shadow going in like that. And we'll just do that. Okay. And we kind of brought one down here, so we could bring a line that kind of looks like it's going that way. Okay. Darken that line so you actually know where it is. Okay. Darken the shadow just here and lightly bring that up. We're just using the brown to put in all the shadows. Darken up in here. This one's behind the other wings, so we want a little bit of dark there. Darken under here for that one. Give it a nice little shadow going there. Okay. We're going to find our blending thingy, Caran d'Ache blender. And we're just going to run that over all of that. Soften it all together. That black, I'll blend it in. And that's from his fur or fluff or whatever you want to call the bee. We're just going to run this over kind of everything here. Make sure everybody's blended up. Especially in these areas where they're half green, half red, half black. Okay. That shouldn't be there. Let's see if we can't get rid of that a little bit and then just darken it with some green. There we go. All right. There should be a little bit in here though. Let's see. We can just get a little bit of that in there. The ink that's left on here. There we go. All right. going to put a little Posca in his eye. Get a little bit here. Here. I don't know. Let's get a little bit over here. Okay, the flowers are done. We can do these up here with a little bit of the Posca. Get rid of those black lines too. Something like that. I don't think the mushrooms really need much. Could use a little dot here and there, just so you know that they're there. They kind of blend in too. And then we'll have to figure out what to do with all the little pollen blobs. I don't want to make them white. So I think I have a yellow Posca and I'm going to use that. So if you hold on a minute. Okay, so I have, glad I did it here instead of on the book, a yellow one, or I have an orange glitter one. But the orange glitter one I think is going to just blend right in. The yellow one is better, so we're going to go through and color up these pollen pieces. With the yellow Posca. I'll go over those black lines. And you can add a few more in here if you like. You gotta find the ones that are here. They're kind of hidden. We have some down here in the tail too. Definitely on our feet. If we started on the other side of the page, I wouldn't have to crink my arm like this. Oh well. Put another one there. And we'll put some up here around his nose too. And I know there's some, I'm going to turn the book so I don't get my hand in the, let's see, I thought there was some up here other than over there. We got some here. Okay. we can stick some of this in here. Be up in here. Get a lot of decorations. Okay. I think I got them all, but I'm not positive. There's more in here. Really hard to see them because I colored over them. So there. Put another couple over here. There we go. So that's it. I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.